Sorry. Pie, brother, what's going on, man? Okay, now I think we're live on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. So I can start to build up both audiences. You guys who are on YouTube, I'm going to do a microphone test real quick. So, Amilla and all you guys, give me a second. I'm going to walk out of the room. Let me know if you hear me. So, testing for the YouTube sound. I am now out of the room and you should be able to hear me. Is this true? And Instagram chat, I am back right now as well. This is really cool because if I can do it, awesome, awesome. You can hear me even when I left the room. That's great. This will be really awesome because now I can go live on Instagram and TikTok, or TikTok and YouTube, or YouTube and TikTok, and just always go live on two platforms at once. So I have no tips on morning geckos. I do not know a lot about morning geckos. So I apologize, but if anybody in the chat knows a lot about morning geckos, please help our brother Jerry out over here. All right, so I'm gonna be cleaning off some enclosures real quick. I need to get more alcohol because we use Sharpies now on everything. This We use Sharpies, and the way that you get that off is with alcohol. So I need to fill up some alcohol real quick. So again, we are live on Instagram, and the view will be vertical on Instagram, but we're going to have better sound on YouTube. So you guys should be able to hear me on YouTube right now, even though I have exited the premises and I'm not currently in the room, but I'm grabbing some rubbing alcohol. Not drinking alcohol, just rubbing alcohol. Because rubbing alcohol gets Sharpie off like nobody's business. All right, let's just leave that alone. Also, now that I'm back in the room, we are still running our 50% off sale, which is on geekygeckocreations.com. And that's going to be through the end. I decided that's going to be through the end of the year. It's just going to be like an end of the year blowout sale. And we're going to have many different animals that we're going to be adding to that, as well as ball pythons very soon, because we've hatched a significant amount of ball pythons over the last couple weeks, and they're already eating and thriving and doing great. So we're going to be adding some ball pythons to that as well. But you guys know leopard geckos is kind of our thing, and we have a ton of leopard geckos that are on there now. Black knights, tangerines, white and yellows, bold stripes, wild types, all kinds of stuff for you to geek out on for a great value. And if this system works, which it's looking like it's going to work, doing the double live on Instagram and YouTube, I'll just do this every time I go live. I'll pick two platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that. So just kind of see what the goal of the day is. Now I am cleaning right now, but as soon as Tatum and I get caught up more on cleaning and getting animals caught up with cleaning, we're also going to do some promotional sales live streams. So that'll be something that will be coming more as well. So you claim to know about all geckos. I don't think I ever claimed to know. I know a little bit about morning geckos, but not very much. Not to be like confident in them. I know a lot about crested geckos, a lot about gargoyle geckos, a decent amount about Coleonyx geckos and other types of geckos that I've worked with, but I've never worked with morning geckos. I do know that they reproduce by themselves, right? Aren't they all females or something? See, I don't even know that. So I am not the guy to educate you on geckos. I am sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to see if, and I'll probably, I'll experiment with a few different camera angles and whatnot. But for the most part, this is kind of what we're working with today. It's going to be a good test. House of Reps, what's going on, man? Sorry we haven't been able to connect recently. Um, we got a lot going on, but I hate not being able to connect more people. But uh, a lot of our employees and stuff, they've been just in school and at jobs and all that kind of stuff. And so I really haven't been able to get a lot of help. But Tatum's back now. So now that we're getting caught up with cleaning, probably over the next 2 weeks or a week or so, then we're going to start doing live streams specifically geared towards just showing animals off instead of like cleaning. So like this is a cleaning live stream and as well as answering questions live stream. Ooh, actually, I know what will fix this problem. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my wide angle lens real quick. And y'all on YouTube should be able to hear me as I leave the premises again. So if you're on Instagram, I'll try to glance over and look at questions. But if you really have questions, YouTube's going to be there we go. That's the wide angle. YouTube's going to be the easiest place to get the questions answered since that's the computer that I have up in front of me. And then as I get used to this double camera system more and more, I'm sure I'll get better at it and we'll be rocking and rolling with stuff. Let me see. What do I need to do? So I got a bunch of babies here. I got tubs that I need to clean. So I'll start with these. I'll start with setting up these babies first real quick. These are leopard geckos, and they're what we specialize in. So we currently have a great deal on our website right now, 50% off for the holidays. It's really fantastic. A lot of people can enjoy some great savings for some great geckos. You had a gecko named Sprinkles. That's awesome. I love the names that people come up with for their geckos, especially on the fly. Like when we do birthday parties and stuff like that, a lot of kids just come up with names on the fly. So this one girl named this Tremper albino of ours. Um, she named him Macaroni because he was like a yellow color. So it's really, really awesome to see excited for reptiles. What kind of cage do you recommend for a crested gecko? A little bit more of a vertical cage. So you're probably looking at like a minimum, probably like, what is it, 12 until 18 would be like a minimum ish. I know some breeders will keep one crested gecko a little bit smaller than a 12 by 12 by 18. But if you're just like keeping as a pet, I say 12 by 12 by 18 or 18 by 18 by 24. Either one of those would be a great option for you. Hi, little babies. They're just jumping around a little bit in there. All right. Where are my water bowls? Water bowls are over here. We also use disposable water bowls for everything, so it is super plug and play. Pretty easy to just toss out the old ones, bring in the new ones. And I'll probably stream for maybe like 45 minutes or so. I just really wanted to test this out tonight and kind of get a good idea of how a setup like this might work for the future. Thanks for saying something. The funny thing is, I know a lot of people just join lives and live streams because they want community, right? And so that's one of the reasons why I love live streams as well. So you're very welcome I'm always happy to say hi to people, acknowledge people's questions, of course. If you do want to be generous, obviously we do have super chats and stuff that people can do, but I like to read as many questions as I can, regardless. Uh, just have a good old time. So let's see. These guys are a little on the smaller side, so we'll put some food on the floor. Whenever a gecko's a little on the small side, I will sprinkle food on the. Well, actually, all geckos get food sprinkled on the floor, but these guys were in what's called our hotel setups. And our hotel setups are basically like a temporary place for them. So they've already like grown a little bit. A lot of the geckos that I'll be putting away today. So, but you're very welcome, Amanda, and I will always be here to try to comment and answer what you guys need. All right, where did I put lids? Tell me, guys, where did I put lids? It's here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, I got a bunch of cages over here that are clean, so I'll wind up using these today, most likely. So I don't have to clean the old ones live on camera and whatnot. All right. Start just moving things around here so I can do what I need to do. All right, I need the pens to label these guys. And these are, what are these? Where is the tub? So these are Black Knight Snows. And one of them's a snow. And the other one is, oh, kind of funny. Because it's a little hard to tell if you can't see very much white. You, what are you? I'll take a closer look when it's in hand, but I don't think that's snow. But that one in the corner, definitely snow. So, black and snow. One of them snow. Black and snow. And it's good to label them. What do they say? It's good to label them snow and not snow right from the very start, because as they it becomes way more difficult. And at some point, you miss the cutoff to know 100% if a gecko is snow or not. So I'll do a little check, make sure there's no stuck shed or anything like that before I put them in their uh, setups here. Yeah, I'm going to call this one not snow. There's a fringe of white, but most of it is yellow, so I think